Hello, and thank you all for coming. I'm here to inform you all how to make double chocolate chip cookies. This recipe is from Paula Deen, and I got it from her cookbook. It's Paula Deen's family cookbook that she created with her family, and I find a lot of great, easy recipes in this. I'm sure you guys all recognize Paula Deen from the Food Network channel. She makes her own recipes and demonstrates them so we can make them at home, and this is also something she's had on her show. Now for the cookies that I made, when I make homemade cookies, I make sure and have all the ingredients set out so that there's no confusing what I've already used and what I need. It is very important to measure all of these ingredients separately and equally to make sure that everything comes out like it's supposed to. Once I accidentally put 2 tablespoons of baking soda into my cookie recipe, and it called for 2 teaspoons, which ended up making my cookies terrible, dark, and they tasted like soap. The first thing in baking is turning on the oven, and you need to turn it to 375 for these cookies. And you're going to need 2 sticks of butter, half a cup of vegetable shortening, granulated sugar and brown sugar. I use specialty chocolate for these cookies just because I prefer it. You can use semi-sweet chocolate chips or any kind of chocolate that you want to use. You need the baking soda and 3 large eggs and vanilla extract. First, you're going to want to mix the butter in with the Crisco, which is already pre-measured out in this bowl, and you're going to want to mix it until it has a creamy texture. Then you're going to want to add both of your sugars. I added the granulated sugar in first, and you want to make sure and do it extra slow so you make sure all the ingredients mix evenly. And I use a whisk, but other people like to use an electric mixer. It's whatever is convenient for you. And I've made this enough times that I can pretty much eyeball how much sugar is supposed to be in each. I added about half the amount of sugar that you totally need in the whole recipe so I can evenly mix it together. Now I'm going to add the rest of the sugar. And you want to make sure this is as creamy as you possibly can get it. Now it's time to add your 3 large eggs. Then you're going to want to whisk that until it's completely beat well together. Now add your vanilla extract, which is in this bowl. Mix that together. And now you're going to have your dry ingredients. You're going to be using your baking soda, your all-purpose flour, and your salt. So you're going to go ahead and add that together, and you're going to want to make sure and sift all of these dry ingredients evenly. Okay. Okay, now you're going to slowly add the flour mixture into the butter and sugar and egg mixture, slowly beating what you have put together. Okay. After you have this as smooth as you can, now is when we add the chocolate chips, which this recipe calls for 2 different kinds of chocolate chips. I use milk chocolate and semi-sweet. You can use anything that you prefer. You add the chocolate chips. Mix well. And if you think it needs a little bit more flour, if it's too runny, that's okay to add more flour to thicken it up. Alright, now you have your cookie dough complete. Then you're going to take it and roll it into balls and then put it on your cookie sheet. My cookie sheet has 9 cookies that fit on it. Your cookie sheet could be different. You're going to go ahead and put them in the oven and bake them for 11 to 13 minutes. And as soon as they come out, this is what they should look like. And this makes it like 2 to 3 dozen cookies. So that's how you make double chocolate chip cookies by Paula Deen. And I just want to thank you all for coming, and I hope this recipe comes in handy for you one day. It's a very quick and easy fix for anyone that's looking for a cookie recipe. So if any of you guys want to come up and try a cookie and tell everyone what you think, that would be great. Thank you.
Good texture. I like them.
Good texture.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good chewy cookie. That's
Rich
what
and
you like.
chocolatey.
Yeah, lots of chocolate. I like that.
Well, as you can see, this is definitely a cookie for all crowds, and I'm sure you at home would enjoy it. Thank you.